Scene from Affair of the Poisons, written by Charles Leipart. Royal affairs have turned fatal at the palace. France, the 17th century. In the crucial year 1683 of Louis XIV's reign, after a series of notorious poisoning and witchcraft trials, Affair of the Poisons follows the adventures of Mary Claire, a young convent girl, who travels to Versailles to investigate the circumstances of her older sister's sudden death. Mary Claire becomes involved in a labyrinth of duplicity and the intrigue of court politics. Exterior on the Grand Canal, day. Mary Claire stands pulling a gondola as the horizon of trees and sky seesaw behind her. The Chevalier Xavier lies back on cushions, playing a mandolin and singing a mocking tune.
She came to town to read a book, her hair a flaming shade. She stayed at town to give a look, the king's new favorite maid. Oh, read to me, fair maiden, make me so courtly wise. Oh, beam on me, fair maiden, scorch me with your flaming thighs.
Have you invited me on this excursion only to mock and insult me, sir?
Is it not every young girl's ambition to become the mistress of the King of France?
Not all, monsieur. Some find fulfillment in service to Her Majesty's household.
Spoken like a true royalist. Tell me, mademoiselle, have you not heard of the movement of republicanism?
A doctrine of self-government and liberty much favored by the Dutch, where each man is free to think and speak as he would choose.
And each man is his own king.
And each woman.
Each woman is his favorite, mademoiselle.
Your equation seems unfairly balanced in favor of your sex.
Would you disturb the natural order, mademoiselle?
Perhaps if you would depose a king.
But not before you bed him, mademoiselle.
I have not come here, monsieur, to bed a king, and you may pole your own gondola.
She throws the pole at him.
Like your predecessor, Madeleine de Rochelle, you have a temper. Do they grow nothing but fiery redheads and Saint Anne de Beaupré praise?
You squander your tenants' money and live here in debt and luxury.
I am not what I seem.
You, sir, are a hypocrite and parasite.
I am, mademoiselle, what the king fears most. I am that dreaded insurrectionist.
Xavier pulls a pamphlet from his pocket, quietly extending it to Mary Claire.
Citizen X, c'est moi.
Xavier lolls back, eating a fig and drinking.
A citizen who likes his figs and the king's wine.
And would you report me to the palace spies, my little royalist?
I fear there must some goodness in your motive, Chevalier. To risk your life.
My father was hung for treason. My neck is not so precious for me.
He tosses breadcrumbs into the canal. Carp appear at the surface, gulping hungrily.
All this luxury will pass, mademoiselle. There is a great hunger in the land. The people are starved for liberty.
And you would light the fires of revolution with the straw of Brittany?
It will come, mademoiselle. And all this splendor will be but a crumbling monument to a king's vanity, viewable to German tourists for a 5-franc piece.
And what of your Madeleine de Rocher? Was she privy to your plan?
Madeleine de Rocher was my education in the fidelity of woman. But do not fear, mademoiselle. I will not be burned twice by ambitious redheads.
And so she died for it.
I advise you to keep your attentions to the king's library. Women and politics are not a healthy mix at Versailles, mademoiselle. Confine your inquiries to the intrigues of your sex.
From his pocket, Xavier takes out dried black seeds.
The night Madeleine died, she sent me these.
Xavier puts the seeds into Mary Claire's hand.
Seeds?
Something more than seeds, I suspect. And you, as our new librarian, are going to tell me more.
The music of a gypsy band comes across the water as the queen's barge, streamers and pennants flying, is pulled towards them. The queen, Fernando, and her dwarves all wear bright red wigs.